anime fans, strap yourselves in, because today on the Deep Dive, we're going deep, and I mean deep, into a topic that's sure to get you fired up. The top 7 anime characters you absolutely do not want to mess with.
We're talking about those figures who inspire equal parts awe and terror, the ones who send shivers down your spine for all the right and maybe some wrong reasons.
We're talking about the heavy hitters, the legends, the ones who could demolish a city without breaking a sweat. And let me tell you, this list, straight from the heart of a massive anime debate, is stacked. We've got master strategists, fighters who could take on a planet, even a neat freak who's, well, let's just say, scarier than your average villain.
It's intriguing how this list goes beyond just raw power levels, isn't it? It showcases the diverse forms power can take: strategy, willpower, charisma, even fear itself. It's fascinating.
Right, like what makes someone truly formidable? It's more than just brute force, it's the whole package. Speaking of formidable, let's kick things off with our number 7 pick. Itachi Uchiha. Just hearing the name sends chills down my spine. He's got this whole tragic hero thing going on, but twisted.
Oh, absolutely. Itachi's story is like a masterclass in tragic heroism, but cranked up to 11. Imagine having to make the choices he did, wiping out your entire clan, your own family, to prevent a war that could have ripped the world apart. The weight of that decision, the sheer emotional burden. Could you even fathom it? It really makes you question the price of peace, doesn't it?
Seriously. It's like, how do you even begin to process that kind of trauma? Is he a hero? A villain? Such a gray area. Okay, moving on to number 6 before I spiral. Let's talk about Gojo Satoru. He's the definition of cool, calm, and collected, but with a side of, don't even think about looking at me wrong.
Gojo is a fascinating study in contradictions. He's practically untouchable, at the pinnacle of power, and he knows it. But that very strength creates a different kind of struggle. Loneliness. You can see it in his eyes, that constant boredom, the yearning for a challenge that never comes. It makes you wonder, is true strength found in power itself or in the connections we forge along the way?
It's like, what's the point of all that power if you're too untouchable to form real bonds? Kind of makes you think, huh. And from one extreme to the other, at number 5, we have Jin Wu, the guy who went from 0 to hero, or 0 to godslayer, to be more precise at lightning speed.
Jin Wu, he's a reflection of that power fantasy we all secretly harbor, right?
Yeah.
Starting as the underdog, underestimated and overlooked, and then boom, this incredible transformation exceeding all expectations. It's that classic tale of breaking free from limitations, of achieving your ultimate potential. No wonder it resonates so deeply.
Totally. It's like the ultimate level up. And speaking of unexpected powerhouses, coming in at number 4, we have Levi Aon. Living proof that good things come in small packages, especially when those packages are wielding cleaning supplies like deadly weapons.
Don't let the cleaning supplies fool you, though. Levi is a study in contrasts, you see. Physically, he might not be the most imposing figure, but his skill in battle, legendary. And then you add in that almost obsessive dedication to cleanliness. It's almost unnerving. You never know what might set him off.
Yeah, I would not want to be the one to spill my drink around it. But okay, folks, things are about to get a little darker as we move on to number 3. Light Yagami. He's a cautionary tale if I've ever seen one, a prime example of what happens when ambition and power collide, and things go very, very wrong.
Light's story, it's a classic descent into darkness, isn't it? Starting with noble intentions, genuinely wanting to make the world a better place. But as his power grows, so does the darkness within him, twisting his methods, his morals. It's chilling, really. It's a reminder that even the best of intentions can't always outrun the seductive whisper of power.
It's a slippery slope, that's for sure. And speaking of slippery slopes, at number 2 we have Nikki Ken, who undergoes a transformation, all right. But let's just say it's not exactly the glow-up kind.
Kaneki's journey is a difficult one to stomach, frankly. He's thrust into a world of unimaginable violence and horror, completely against his will. His initial gentleness, his empathy, it's twisted and warped as he fights to survive in this terrifying new reality. It's a brutal exploration of trauma, identity, and the blurred lines between monster and human.
And with that cheery thought, we've arrived at our number 1 pick, Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans, with an ego bigger than a planet and the training regimen to match.
Vegeta is the embodiment of sheer, unyielding determination. He never stops pushing himself, always striving to surpass his limits, even when faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles. It's that constant struggle, that refusal to accept defeat that makes him so compelling.
And you know, it's fascinating how this list really makes you question what truly makes an anime character a force to be reckoned with. It goes way beyond just who can shoot the biggest energy beam or swing the shiniest sword, you know?
Oh, absolutely. It's that potent mix of strength, intellect, willpower, and yeah, even their flaws can become a weird source of power, right? These characters are captivating because they're not just one-dimensional powerhouses. They've got layers, complexities, inner demons, the whole shebang.
Totally.
And thanks for watching today's podcast. We will hit you in the next video.